Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to a new episode. I haven't done a video on Jay Smith before. I haven't really seen much of his stuff. I think I stumbled across this a couple of days ago, and I really felt the need to do this one because of how embarrassing it is. But yeah, let's go through this together. I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts as we carry on. So basically what he's going to be doing is he's going to be sharing a Quranic variant and he's going to be critiquing it.
Nothing has been changed.
In the Huff's translation, or version, it has barayati. Barayati is the word you can see under.
So in Hafs it says al-bariyya, and in Qiraat Warsh it says al-bari'ah. But let's carry on.
Lined in green. Creatures. In the Warsh, which is the one that's used in North Africa, it's the Al-Asbahani version of the Warsh, because there's more than one. The word is Al-Bare'ati, Bare'ati, with the glottal stop there, underlined in Ya. You can see there that's completely, it is a different word, especially at the end. So that refers to as the innocent. So the translation in the Hafs would be, indeed they who disbelieved among the people of the scriptures and the polytheists will be in the fire of hell, abiding eternally therein. Those are the worst of creatures. So it's talking about us, really, Christians. In the Warsh, which is popular in North Africa, the translation would say, indeed they who disbelieved among the people of the scriptures, that's us, and the polytheists, those are the heathens, will be in the fire of hell, abiding eternally therein. Those are the worst of the innocent. Well, now, there are two problems here. One is, are Christians the worst creatures, or are we innocent? And if we are innocent, what are we, along with the Jews and the polytheists, doing in hell? So that has a theological problem. You could do a doctoral thesis just on that.
Okay, so let me share. So subhanAllah, when I saw that, I was like, what the heck is this guy saying? Okay, so subhanAllah, just yesterday I came across another clip. And by the way, I'm not watching all of Jay Smith's videos. I'm not watching any of Fadi's videos. But subhanAllah, I came across this. And I was surprised to see where Jay found this. Apparently, Fadi led him to this absolutely absurd conclusion.
You have the green underlining. And in the second reading, it's saying they are the worst of the innocent. Al-Bari'ah.
شوف العيب، شوف المسخرة. هذا عربي, huh? This guy's an Arab. Alright, let's carry on.
Al-Bari'ah. So, it's indicating that humankind is innocent, but there are levels in there. Some are worse than others.
So that's a theological difference right there, isn't it?
It's a huge theological problem here, because you're assuming here or telling me that if I were to read it for the first time, if I'm somebody who doesn't know anything about the teaching of the
Which you don't.
Quran, I would say, well, that's interesting. The Quran is identifying humankind to be innocent. They have no basically fault for whatever they do.
أيوة.
Or in this case, the people of the scriptures are innocent.
That's right.
Then what if we're innocent? What are we doing in hell?
Well, just you happen to be the worst of innocent people.
Listen, you could just write papers on this one.
Right, in order for you to read it, Al-Bariya versus Al-Bari'ah. That was very simple. I mean, without it, you won't be able to pronounce it correctly. And notice, when you pronounce it correctly, now you know the meaning of the word. Al-Bari'ah, innocent. Al-Bariya, creatures. Big difference.
Al-Fadi, you've been a real blessing, and thank you so much.
Blessing.
Bless you that you have not only such a good mind,
Bless you,
but
Fadi.
that you're doing this kind of work. This is your doctoral thesis. This is part of what's...
شوف هذا المسخرة. هذا المسخرة. He's doing his PhD, and this is the stuff he's bringing in. Okay, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, so if you return to Tafsir al-Zamakhshari, you find that al-Bariyya and al-Bari'ah are the same exact word, and Zamakhshari points out that this is like saying an-Nabi, and in another recitation an-Nabi. The Arabs would sometimes add, or excuse me, originally some of these words would have a hamza, al-Nabi, al-Bari'ah. However, with usage, the Arabs dropped the Hamza. So it's the same word. So that's the first thing. Okay? Now, that's not the main thing. That's not the main... You see, you can make a mistake. You can make a mistake. There are like levels of mistakes. You can say something is just a mistake. But then you could say something that's so stupid. You can make these really, really, really dumb arguments based on ignorance. It's not. You see, it's not just ignorance. Stupidity is a big factor here. Let me explain. Let me pull up an image. Now, according to Fadi, mashallah alayk al-dhaki, he says that it's supposed to say, those are the worst of the innocent, and then it says, indeed, they who have believed and done righteous deeds, those are the best of the innocent. Yani, what does that even mean? According to Al-Fadi's interpretation, Al-Bari'ah here means the innocent. Well, no, it doesn't. Al-Bari'ah actually is one, it's a feminine word, all right, and two, it's singular. So أولئك هم شر البريئة would mean they are the worst of an innocent woman, or something along those lines. Now the word that would or that should have been used is al-abriya. This is just basic stuff, man. This is like third grade elementary level. This is not hard stuff. This isn't stuff that you need to go to a university to figure out. You don't need to be an expert to figure this stuff out. And it's quite sad that this is the level in apologetics these days. So you see, basically when I first came across this video by Jay Smith, I was like, Ajib, yani this is really bad. And he comes off, he tries to come off as an expert in this stuff, and he really isn't. However, I couldn't, yani even though it's Aib, this is Aib. Okay, this is Aib because, yani, you know, you're trying to come off as something that you're not. But yalla, and you're not an Arab, you can make dumb mistakes. People will overlook that, but when you're an Arab, when you wear al-ghitra wal-agal and you look like this, and you don't know the difference between al-bari'a wal-abriya, and you assume, this is the thing, you're projecting your stupidity onto the Quran, and then you're saying, oh, it doesn't make sense, I'm going to write my PhD about this, I'm going to expose how the Quran is so silly. يا أخي أنت غبي. المشكلة إنك أنت غبي, and you're projecting that onto the Quran. That's the issue.
Either I'm living a big lie, or I know nothing about Islam.